have two words for this update, and that's pretty decent. Why? I'll get onto that later, but I have to say that I've been watching some YouTube videos about the Smuggler Run update, and a lot of YouTubers want the cargo plane to be in the game. Why? I do not know, but one, that would make you the biggest target in the game, and people would be pulling out their explosive snipers every time they see you fly by. That wouldn't work out so well. Or they'd get their laser jet, puny little laser jet, and blow you up instantly. So I don't know why people would want that in the game, because it would probably suck unless you went into passive mode. And two, you can't really land it anywhere. I heard that you can't land it at Sandy Shores or Mackenzie Field or whatever it's called. You can only land it at the regular airport, Los Santos Airport or whatever you call it. So, yeah, it's not that great of a jet. Honestly, I know a multiplayer mode where me and I think I had a friend named the Odd Maverick. Who the fuck knows what happened to him? He probably died, disappeared from the earth, went moved to a different state, continent without internet. Who the hell knows what happened to him? But I remember me and him went into a little modded deathmatch. I still have it on my list if anyone wants to visit it and get into the little planes and blimps. Yeah, it's pretty fun flying the cargo planes, but they are weak as hell. One little tap on the engine from a cactus, that thing completely blows up and kills you. So it sucks, in other words. It's a cool big plane like the Andromeda from San Andreas, but it's really weak. Any tiny tap will make the engine shut off and it'll fall from the sky. I'm not even kidding. Another thing is that people like to think that that little helicopter, the Mosquito, is called the Little Willie and it's from Vice City Stories. As much as I wish that was true, it looks nothing like the Little Willie, and the Little Willie had dual machine guns and it was more portable. The new Mosquito helicopter, on the other hand, has regular landing gear instead of wheels, and it has one minigun, which you do not know how bad I want to dogfight someone with that. I'm going to see if one of my friends would dogfight me with a little Mosquito dogfight. It's probably going to feel very shaky as hell like the Buzzard, but since you get one minigun, it'll probably be a little bit easier to aim, and you'll probably be able to get way easier shootouts with that. But I want to test it out. I want to dogfight someone with it. It's going to be new having one machine gun. Yeah, I know the Savage has one machine gun, but you blow up instantly, so you can't really aim it because they die as soon as you put the cursor on there. Crosshair, whatever you want to call it. But something funny I want to mention is that I watched Mr. Boss's video, and he got two things wrong. He said there was going to be a new weapon in the game, but it turned out to be a heavy sniper Mark II with a silencer on it. He also said that they're probably going to bring the ambulance helicopter in the game that was shown in the trailer, but the ambulance Maverick, which is called a police Maverick for some reason, it's already in the game. You just have to go where that tow place is and the police station next to the hospital. And if you circle around, I don't know where you circle around to, but you have to do it in a random pattern. Eventually, two ambulance helicopters will spawn, or one, and you could just steal it that way. But yeah, it's already in the game. But yeah, whatever. When I mentioned earlier about the update being pretty decent, I meant that because we still have anti-air weapons, explosive snipers, homing rockets, laser jets, hydra jets, Savage helicopters, they're still too overpowered to really enjoy anything. I mean, would you really fly around without passive mode, listen to some song on your headphones, and not worry about other players just blowing you out of the sky unexpected? Yeah, that's never going to happen because the Rockstar Games did. They made the game completely unbalanced, and now you have a lot of weapons that can kill you instantly. And I know what people are going to say, just put on passive mode, but that's pretty boring. I like to be able to shoot my guns sometimes, and I don't like to be transparent to other players. And since you don't have a friendly free roam, that means you have to be put into a lobby full of people that could probably kill you because you're flying low with your helicopter and they happen to have an anti-air weapon or an explosive sniper. And yeah, as much as I enjoy the P-51 Mustang and it's probably going to be in the game, the one thing I don't like is the fact that it might have explosive rounds and that it has lock-on rockets. That makes it pretty strange and unrealistic. But, like I said, it's probably not going to be the most superior new weapon in the game because we still have the laser jet. And since the airplanes stall when they go straight into the sky, all the laser jet has to do is go straight into the sky, go right behind the plane and nosedive it. Really nothing the plane could do because it's not faster than the laser, it's not as agile as the laser, so laser's always going to be on top. Same with the new fighter jets, but yeah. The one thing that really gets on my nerves is that everybody thinks the Hunter is going to make a comeback and it's going to be the greatest helicopter in the world. As much as I love helicopters and as much as I wish the Hunter was like San Andreas or even Vice City Stories, because Vice City Stories had really badass rockets, no. I think that they're going to have a limited rocket, sort of like the Savage does. It's not going to shoot too quick. If you're lucky, the Hunter will be able to take two rockets, meaning the one rocket will make it smoke, the second one will make it explode. I don't think Rockstar will make it like the Insurgent because they put the Savage into the game. That thing can't even take one rocket, and I think 27 bullets pretty much puts it to dead. And don't even get me started about how the tanks are weaker than the Insurgents, because that's just really strange. Yeah, I know that the tanks were overpowered and Rockstar Games nerfed them because they killed everybody and nobody liked it, but we have Hydras now. The least they could do is put the tank armor back the way it was, so you don't hit 2 or 3 police cars and they instantly blow you up. And I say that because I care about balancing way more than I care about anything else. I retired and I hang up my wings. GTA is not what it used to be. I mean, when I think about dogfighting, I learned everything I know now from GTA 4, and that was a different entity. You see, in GTA 4, you either had game or you got the hell out of the lobby because there was no passive mode, there was nowhere you could hide, you just spawned in anywhere of the map that was most populated, and you only had a pistol. And the most popular area in GTA 4 was the airport. You know who ran the airport? The pilots. You had the Ghost AKA clan, the Antivirus clan, the Airhawk clan, the AH-60 clans, you name it. There was a lot of dogfighting clans and all these pilots were very deadly. As soon as they shot their guns at you from the Annihilators, they would almost kill you instantly. The only thing you had to defend yourself was a SMG or an assault rifle. Those were fun times because you had skill to skill combat, and if you didn't know how to shoot a pilot out by raw skill and aim, you were just screwed. I found it fun because the most people that picked on me, I could just crawl into an Annihilator and keep killing them over and over again until they left. And if I wanted to, I could just hop out of that Annihilator and shoot them on ground because I was good at air combat and ground combat. A Ballad of Gay Tony was a little different though. In the Ballad of Gay Tony, everybody used to like to grab the buzzard and just shoot the rest of the buzzards because back in the day, vehicles only spawned. You couldn't buy anything. So when the helicopter spawned on the helicopter pad at Francis International Airport, a lot of people used to take one buzzard, fly all the way to the airport, blow them up and make sure nobody else got them. And if you tried to go over all the way to the end of the airport, go back to the helipads and make them respawn, the buzzer pilots would make sure to do another airstrike to make sure you wouldn't get the helicopters. Yes, it was annoying. Yes, they could keep following you to every helicopter pad you had and blow up the helicopters, but again, if you knew how to use a sniper rifle or an assault rifle, you could pretty much pluck them out before they know what the hell happened. And that was the fun thing about GTA back in the day was there was groundmen that could shoot you out of your helicopter, and there were most that can't. There were pilots that could destroy you in the dogfight by lighting you on third flames and taking the health packs. There was some that could instantly shoot you out of your cockpit, and there was some that sucked and you could easily beat, depends on how skilled they were. But the game was mostly run by pilots, and it was really fun because we all used to have dogfights, and it was intense because helicopters back in the day weren't weak. You had 2 flames, and then once it got on the third flame, you had to rush to a health pack or it would explode. And you could crash it into buildings without instant explosions on your helicopter. So yeah, GTA 4 was way better when it came to dogfighting. What do we have in GTA 5? Well, if someone spawned killing you with an Annihilator or a Buzzard, you could just easily pull out your homing launcher and pluck them out of the sky with one rocket. You don't even have to aim. Huh. And then you have the explosive sniper, which I've already showed a video about that. You just put on thermal, point it to where the body is, shoot it 2 times, and they die. And then you have anti-aircraft carrying things. I guess you can carry them, some you can't. Some are built into vehicles. But I'm just going to call them anti-aircraft weapon on the ground. And like I said, I don't think you're going to win a dogfight if you're in a P-51 Mustang and you try to rush an experienced Savage pilot. I'm pretty sure the experienced Savage pilot is going to blow the P-51 Mustang out of the sky every time. And that's when the balancing issues come in. There's really no fun in dogfighting or just flying around in GTA in general because you have to go into passive mode if you don't want to die, or you just have to accept the fact that an explosive sniper or an explosive round from a jet or a rocket that can lock onto you can kill you at any given point. And that's what takes the fun out of GTA is you can't just roam around and do whatever you want freely. You see, the big difference between GTA 4 and GTA 5 is that they didn't have overpowered weapons. For example, sniping in GTA 4. If you wanted to use a sniper rifle in GTA 4, you had to have excellent hit prediction because the bullets traveled late. So you couldn't just put the dot on someone's head and shoot them and kill them instantly. Another thing is that since you didn't have explosives in the game, you couldn't just easily pull out a rocket launcher and blow up someone's car as soon as they try to do a drive-by on you. Even if you tried to, the rocket launcher in GTA 4 traveled so slow, they could easily drive off before the rocket hits them. Or if they were going too fast in a Assault and RS or a Infernus, you wouldn't be able to hit them because the car was going fast. And you had to have really good hit prediction there too. GTA 5, you could just pull out a grenade launcher if someone tries to do a drive-by. You can pull out a regular rocket launcher. Or if a regular helicopter is just minding its own business and flying, you could easily just pull out a homing launcher and shoot it. If they're smart enough to keep the tab on the passive mode, then I guess that could dodge it, but you're listening to headphones, you're pretty much fucked. But there's nothing we could do about it because this is a direction Rockstar Games wanted to take GTA Online. And since nobody is complaining about the game being overpowered with explosives, we're just stuck this way. And so I have to say that helicopter piloting is dead. You try to dogfight anyone, they're gonna go grab a jet and kill you. They're gonna pull out the homing rocket. You can't get into an Annihilator and Annihilator dogfight in the middle of a free roam lobby. Someone's just gonna grab a jet and interrupt it. I seen Angry Birds do that in one of his videos. So if that can happen, who isn't gonna do that? I think that all the original pilots are long gone, and there's nothing we could do to get them back. They probably moved on a long time, especially people like Trapstar Skyline. I know that my friend Ghost aka Reaper still plays, but he's on GTA 5. And my other one, which is AKI Finn, he's on PC, so he doesn't even play on PS4. So many original pilots lost, and they took a lot of skill to fight back then. All of that skill gone to nothing because Rockstar Games had to ruin the current GTA. But I accepted it. I mean, I know that the original pilots aren't going to come back, and all these people in jets that claim they're skilled pilots, if they went one-on-one with the people I used to see in the games, those pilots would crush these jet noobs so bad they wouldn't even know what the hell was happening to them. But times change. I learned to adapt, and what I'm saying is I'm not going to look too forward about these vehicles being some sort of war machine, since just about anything could take them out really quickly. That's all I can expect. But hey, I guess Rockstar Games only cares about the shark cards. Yeah, they said throw in some suggestions. But I highly doubt that if I email them in Newswire, they're going to give me that news chopper from San Andreas and Vice City. Do I want it in the game? Yes. I also want the go-kart in the game from San Andreas, which they still haven't put in the game. So, them responding to fan mail, take that as you will. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. So far, nobody has responded to my fan mail and put it in the game. But then again, who gives a fuck about me? Anyways, that's all I gotta say about this. Looks like a decent update. At least they gave us a few days to save up for the aircraft. which is probably not going to be enough. Anyways, I'm out.